Hello everyone, we are back. We had a little bit of a connection issue or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we're back. Petra is still here. She has not moved. Hello, welcome in. We're just going to be hanging out for a little bit, letting people join. Such a cutie pie. Thank you. Petra's just sitting all curled up. Like a little cinnamon roll today. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and animal moms. Hello, welcome in everyone. We're going to be live for a little bit shorter than usual today. Still a good like 20-25 minutes, but just not 30 minutes today because I do have somewhere to be. Can I make her another edit? Of course. It's so cool. Yeah, you guys don't have to ask if you want to make like fan art or stuff. Just make sure you tag us or just have our the channel just somewhere in the video, like a picture of the channel name, or just tag us, anything like that, and then feel free to make edits and stuff of her. I am an animal mom. Happy Mother's Day from one animal mom to another. I remember one time when I was live, someone asked like, how's the baby? And I was like, I don't have like a baby. I was like, are you talking about Petra, or are you just like not sure like who I am or something? And they were talking about Petra. I was like, oh, okay. I thought someone thought I had a kid for a second. I was like, no. Guess what? What? Tell me. Tell me. Tell Petra. Petra must know. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I was thinking the other day, and I was just being kind of, like, silly. I was sitting with Petra, and every now and then I'll just kind of, like, when she brings her head really close to my face, I'll just be like, hello, pss, 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 and I'll just make, like, a little noise, like I'm, like, pretending to whisper to her. And I noticed, oh, her head got a little bit bigger since she shed. And I was like, what happens if, like, every time you tell your ball python a secret, the little, like, you know these little, like, kind of, like, chubby bits at the sides of their heads? Like, what if those get bigger every time you tell them a little secret or something? I know it's kind of dumb, but, like, I don't know. It's just something I thought of. Ezra's belly is pink. Oh, that means that she's gonna shed her skin soon, probably. That, and then the, like, milky blue eyes is like, the main indicators of when your snake is gonna shed. Petra shed sort of recently, so you can see she has some lovely little yellows and whites and nice highlights. I'm so excited. Nice. Yeah, it's always fun when your snake sheds. Just make sure the humidity is like, if you have a hydrometer, hydromometer, I don't know how to, I still don't know how to say it after like 2 years. I know what I'm doing, I promise. But like Petra has one right there. It's just a little bit low because the door is open. I'm gonna spray her cage right after this. So yeah, just make sure that says 60% humidity when they're shedding, and just make sure that the tank has a good amount of humidity. You could do that by sprinkling a little bit of sphagnum moss into the substrate and then just spraying it like once or twice a day. Usually they'll be fine though. Just make sure the humidity is good. And if the shed's a little bit dry or anything, just soak them in some warm water and that'll do the trick. The shed will come right off. Because then if you put the snake in the water, the shed will... Oh, make sure that, like, don't shed your snake ever, guys. It's okay to help your snake if the shed is already started and the snake started it by itself, but it's clear that it's having some difficulty or, like, there's no progress after a good amount of time. Let's say they just started and it's been like 30 minutes and the shed is still near their face. Unless they're just being silly, because sometimes they're silly when they shed. But if you can see your snake is struggling and they've like already started the shed, then give them a little bit of a soak in warm water for like 10 minutes. And then the shed should just kind of like melt off. How would I pick him up to put him in the bath? Just like normally how you pick him up, just like, I don't want to demonstrate right now because Petra looks very cozy, but just like the normal kind of like this, like just like the nice little just under scoop like that. Just like a little, Petra like moved away. She's like, don't touch me. I'm so cozy. Just like the little like scoop that you do, just kind of get your hand under the snake. And then put something, you could just, if you don't have anything to put in the bath with your snake, just leave your hand in there for your snake to grab onto. And then that'll provide like a little bit of security so they don't start like doing that little like rapid swimming thing and stress out. Just something in the bath or whatever bin you have your snake in with water. Just make sure the snake has something to grab onto and he'll be fine. I just put sphagnum moss in Eggo's 4x2 by 2 tank, and I forgot to put Springtails in it, and it grew mold. Oh, yuck. It's so annoying when that happens. That happened a little bit. It didn't get to the point where it was moldy, but in her first humidity box, when I, just set it up, the one I get, I think it, comes with Springtails or something. It comes with something in it, so it doesn't grow mold. Not, like, chemicals or anything, but it comes with, some little bugs. And I put it, and I just, I think I sprayed it a little bit too much, and then the wood chips under it would, get mushy, and it just got kind of gross, but I fixed it. Would anyone recommend Springtails? I personally don't have experience with them myself, so yeah, I can't really say anything there. Hers is just a normal enclosure. It's not bioactive or anything. It doesn't even have any living plants because Petra attacked all the plants that used to be in here. She had 3 air plants and one by one she took off their leaves and she made this weird little nest. I don't know what she was doing, but yeah, no more plants for Petra. Okay, so someone Sergo. So it seems like you have Springtails. Would you recommend them? Because I don't have them for Petra personally because I don't think I need them at the moment. But I'm worried. Would they go into the snake's nose or anything like that? Or do they just kind of genuinely generally avoid the snake? Because I don't have experience with them, so I'm curious. No, they don't go into the snake's nose. Okay. So if I ever need them, I will consider them because I was worried that they would bother her or something. Noted. Thank you. Petra. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I would definitely recommend putting mesh or just something to block any little holes or vents in your tanks and stuff. I don't have anywhere Petra could escape from in this tank, so or I don't know if are you talking about the Springtails? I'm not sure what you're talking about. How can you tell if a snake is a boy or a girl? There's no genuine 100% accurate way to test unless you take them to a vet and they put a special tool around the snake's reproductive area, which is it's not invasive, it's just not the most fun thing for the snake. So what you can do is you can kind of look at their little vent area. It's called a vent. And it's right under their tail. You'll see it. It's very noticeable. And if they have, I think for females, it's a long and thick tail, then it's a female. And then for males, it's oh no, I'm sorry. For females, I think it's a short and thicker tail. And then for males, it's a very skinny tail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure males have long tails. They're longer than females. I thought Petra was a male a little bit ago, and I was like, oh my god, I have to like change like all her clothes and everything and like her name, and oh my goodness. But Petra can be a boy's name too. But then I was like, oh no, her tail's really thick. And then just by her behavior and stuff, I know she's a female. How many times have you lost Petra? There was only one time, and she wasn't out for very long. I just let her slither in with her tail. I don't like push her into the enclosure when she's done, like when I take her out and I let her explore and then I put her back in, I don't like just dump her in. I let her slither in by herself, so I just left, and her tail was like still in the door, and I didn't want to upset her. She doesn't like when I touch her tail usually. She'll do this little thing where she's like, meh, and she'll like flick it back away from my hand, and then I feel bad because like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. So I was just letting her slither in, and then I kind of forgot about it, which was definitely not a great thing on my part, but we've learned from that. I've never done that ever again. So I left the door a little open, and then she just kind of came out, and I was looking for her. And there's this little cubicle right under her enclosure, and she was just kind of sitting in there on top of the stuff. So I found her quite quickly. Yeah, females also get 5 to 6 feet, and males get like 3 to 4 feet. So once the snake's full grown, you should be able to tell. Petra still has a good bit of growing to do. And then I also know she's a female because when I got her, I asked the people who I bought her from, who were like running the store. And they said, she's a lady snake. Lady snake. Oh yeah, Petra, whenever we hit 10,000 subscribers, Petra's going to be able to control everything I do for a day. So I'm thinking like what I should give her the options to choose. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but I'm like starting to write the like quote unquote script for the video. Not that there's going to be a script, but like some things I want to give her the option to choose from and different stuff like that. Just like thinking how the layout of the video is going to be. And that'll be our second long form video. Depending on, or it might be our third depending on when it happens. Because I'm also working, I've done some filming. I think I've done all the filming I need. I just have to edit and like get a few more things. But that video, I'm working on it, so it won't be out like very, very soon, but it's in the works. The how to take your snake outside, or Ballpython specifically. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I'll probably have her choose like what I eat for breakfast, what I wear for the day. Whenever I take her into my bathroom, she always like knocks over. I don't wear much makeup, but I do have a few things, just like gifts from people and different things that I keep in there. So I hope like she doesn't like make me put on like some blue eyeliner or something like really, really crazy. Because she does like to knock them over and touch them while I'm there. And I'm going to do like whatever she touches, and then I'm like, and then I'll probably like go from there. I let my snake pick my outfit and dress to impress, and she made something. That's cool. Petra doesn't love playing video games. There's a few that she likes. She likes ones where she could like click things and stuff and it makes a noise. Like kind of like just button pressing games. So she'll like press something on the screen and it'll make a noise, and she'll be like, oh, that was cool. And then she'll just keep doing it because she likes hearing the noise. Petra. Yeah, Petra just likes stuff that makes noise and different things like that. She likes music and she likes reality TV where because the people are screaming at her, like not at her, but they're like screaming at each other and there's drama and stuff. So she likes to listen to that, just like noise. And then she also likes anything with royalty because it makes like the trumpet noise whenever royalty walks in, or if they're having like a ball or a dance, there'll be music, just stuff like that. Just something to put out there. I hate live feeding. Yeah, I don't support live feeding either because I just don't think it's fair. Not only to the prey item, but the snake can also get injured, so it's not my business to go tell people, hey, don't feed live, you can't do that, because that's their choice and it's their animal, but I personally don't support it. And if someone that's new to the community and getting their first snake says, should I feed frozen or live, I always recommend frozen, because not only is it easier because you don't have to deal with like the whole it's alive, like there's a whole other animal you need to deal with and you need to see how the animals are interacting. It's also just easier for just all parties involved to feed frozen. I do understand, though, that some snakes will only eat live. I do know someone who has a ball python. He will only eat live food. They've tried scenting the rodents. They've tried all different types of prey items. He will only eat live. So, I do appreciate that they tried to feed frozen, but yeah, there are snakes that just will only eat live. And then there's snakes that won't touch live, and they only eat frozen. So it just kind of depends. I always recommend frozen, though. The edit is posted. Okay, I'll look at it right after this. Just put like a comment or something under one of our community posts. Like, just like, I put one up saying that we were going live. Just put a comment like there, and I'll click. Excuse me. And I'll just click your channel right from there. And I'll check out your edit. I tried to feed my snake live, and she made a friend with it, so we put it in a different cage, and it became our pet rat, but it passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's kind of cute that your snake made a friend with it, though. Hello, welcome in. I don't think Petra would, like, know what to do if I tried to feed her live. I think she would just be like, what is this? And then she'd might, like, maybe she would strike at it, and then I think she would just, like, get scared. At one point, I had a fish near her tank. Not in her tank, but, like, the bowl was right next to it, so she could see it. So, and like, the fish would come out and swim around, and she'd be like, no! And she'd, like, go hide. Even though the fish was, like, tiny and she's this big snake, she was like, oh, no. Hello, welcome in. Hi. How are you? I'm good. How are you guys? It's been kind of quiet near me. It's been kind of quiet for me lately. Not too many things happening. Just been hanging out and just kind of going outside a little bit more. I'm just kind of taking, like, not a break from technology, because you guys see me posting and stuff, but I've just kind of been going outside a little bit more now that the weather's getting really nice out. Just kind of being mindful of how long I'm on the internet. Right, Petra? She's like, I don't care. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna hang out. I have a YouTube channel as well. Nice. Has Petra ever bitten you? She has when I first got her. They were all my fault, though. The first time I had just put her in her cage, and she just kind of went like, just like a little bite, because she was kind of nervous, and I was putting my hand in her enclosure to put some things in. And then the second time, she had just shed her skin. And when snakes shed their skin, usually they haven't eaten for a week or two, depending on how long their process takes. It's a little bit different for each individual. For Petra, it takes like about 2 weeks from when she starts soaking in her water bowl and getting a little bit dull to when she actually sheds. So it's like a 2-week process. And after that, she's kind of hungry, so I put my hand in there to do something. I'm not sure what, but she just kind of, again, gave me like a little nibble. And nothing serious, though. She didn't hold on. Like, it barely hurt. If anyone sews, like, with a sewing needle, it feels like pricking yourself with a sewing needle. It's like, ow, what was that? And then it's over. Like, no blood, no nothing. Does Petra have a blanket that is hers? Petra has several blankets that are hers. I think she has 2 blankets that are hers. She has, like, a little, like, scarf thing. Actually, no, she has 2 scarves that are hers, like human scarves that sometimes I just wrap her up in when I take her outside, and I'll, like, make it like a little sling around my neck, and I'll put her in there, like people do with, like, dogs and stuff. And then she has a towel that's hers. She has a big towel that's hers, like a beach towel. And then she has a little towel that's, like, more of a hand towel size. Petra, you're very spoiled. Petra has more towels and, like, clothes than me. My dad used to have a 6-foot boa constrictor. That's why he let me get Eggo. Eggo is such a cute name for a snake. That's adorable. Okay, with that, guys, it's 20 minutes, so we are going to start wrapping it up because I do have to end today's live a little bit short because I have somewhere to go. So, yeah, feel free to put your final questions or comments in the chat, and then we're going to start wrapping it up. Petra, you haven't moved once. She moved a little bit earlier, actually. She had her, like, she tilted her head a little. This is one of those, like, lives where she's actually out, though. Usually she's just, like, you could just see the tip of her head from behind her log or something. At least you're actually in the frame. I named my snake Mango, then we have a boy snake named Milkshake. That's so cute. I love those names. That's adorable. I've been, like, I said this last live too, but I've been thinking of snake names for another snake, even though I'm not getting another snake anytime soon, sadly. But, like, I have snake fever. I need more snake children. Is she a spider morph? She's not a spider morph, but she is a bumblebee, which comes from a spider morph. So she is related to a spider morph. She luckily, even though she technically does have some neurological issues, she really doesn't show symptoms. Like, every now and then I'll see her. Oops, what did I just do? I think I just put, like, a little, like, flash or something on by accident. I don't know what that was. But yeah, she doesn't really show that much, like, wobble or stargazing, whatever you want to call it. She doesn't really wobble that much. I've only seen her do it once or twice, where she starts, like, doing weird stuff with her head, and I'll just be like, no, and I'll just kind of, like, stand her up. I'll just kind of, like, move her head with my hand. I'm like, no, don't do that. And then she doesn't really do it. Hey, I didn't know you were live. Oh, I'm so sorry, but we do have to get going. We're, like, about to get off. I'm so sorry. I have to go because we're doing stuff for Mother's Day. Yeah, I have to go out too, stuff for Mother's Day. We're doing a little something. So yeah, with that, thanks for joining us. It was so nice talking to you all. We will see you next week. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Have a good day or night wherever you are. And yeah, all the things the big YouTubers say. Thanks for oh my God, I'm, like, fumbling right now. Thanks for joining. Hit the like and subscribe and all the things, the notifications. And yeah, thanks for joining us. Bye.